What's up, witches and warlocks? Puma Fist here, doing a late night stream. I haven't done much this week, so I figured I'd bang a couple of them out today. We're going to be talking about Eric July and a community post that he put out not that long ago. So I'm not going to read the whole thing. It was pretty lengthy, but I've got a couple of excerpts that I'll go over. So it basically starts off with don't get so caught up in popularity when it comes to selling your product. Says Eric July. Don't get so caught up in popularity when it comes to selling your product. Okay, selling products is all about popularity. Or am I wrong there? Am I right? So anyway, he rambles a little bit more on with that, and it bleeds into you have to learn to read markets. Being popular for the sake of being popular is useless. Except when it comes to you, Eric July. You weren't selling comic books when you had 10 subs, right? Now you got 500,000 subs. You've been on Fox News and shit like that. Now you're selling a product, right? And that leads me to another point. Listen to Eric July whenever he talks about this fucking book. These Isom books. It's always the product. I'm selling you the product and you're the customer. It's never you're my fan, right? And I'm giving you a labor of love. This is my passion project. You know, this is my baby. You know, I hope I'm selling you a good story. No, it's always the product and you're the customer. So then he goes on a little bit more, rambling about that shit. And he says you'd much rather have a smaller pool of paying customers with genuine interest than a larger pool of customers that are, I forget what he said, like flaky, or something like that, wishy-washy, unpredictable. I can't remember exactly what he said there. Forgive me. I've had a couple of cocktails. But anyway, so what he's saying there is basically the same thing. You much rather have a small pool of paying customers, which means the people that you're already popular with, right? And he said previously, this isn't a popularity contest. Don't worry about being popular. But he wants to sell his shit to the people that he's popular with, right? So he's not concerned about reaching out beyond the fan base that he already has. That's basically what that's saying. He's not worried about people that don't know who he is and may see his book on the shelf and pick it up and thumb through it and go, hey, do I want to buy this or not? He's not worried about them. He's worried about all the people that have already subscribed to him on fucking YouTube for the last decade or however long he's been doing it, right? Guy's got 500,000 subs. He knew that if he launched a comic book, whether it was good or bad, a bunch of those people were going to buy it regardless. But this isn't a popularity contest, people. Not according to Ripa. It's not a popularity contest. Nope. So anyway, he babbles a little bit more. And then he says, you destined, or what does he say? Oh, you don't need to be the most co-signed to be successful. The most co-signed. What is he talking about with co-signers there? Well, I think I know what he means. He's talking about people with sponsorships. Except Ripa is sponsored by The Blaze. Right? I don't think he's demonetized on YouTube, right? So he's got sponsors. You know, even if it's just YouTube, it's still a fucking sponsor. He pulls in the views. They make revenue off of him. That's what it is, right? So, and if he really cared about free speech and all that stuff, he'd be off of YouTube anyway. But he stays there. He's safe. You know, this is his safe spot. To sell you the product. To sell the product to you, the customer, right? Remember that. I want to get that in your heads amongst anything else. You can say I'm full of shit on everything else, but just pay attention to the fact that Ripa always says that he's giving you the product, or he's working on the product, and that you're the customer. The customer comes first. Sounds great, but it's totally fucking impersonal. Puma Fist out.